Hi, Gemini, rising sun and moon. This is your 2024 astrology forecast. Welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. My name is Krisztina. All right, let's see what kind of opportunities will arise for you in 2024. All right, your planet, your ruler, going to go direct, station direct January 1st. So it's going to be big for you, and it's going to go direct across you because it is your opposite sign in Sagittarius, in your seventh house, which is going to improve communication and clarity between you and your partner, with your significant other, and in your relationship. So also, if you had any kind of legal matters going on, it would turn to your favor the very first beginning, the first week of January. So January 20, Sun conjunct Pluto, 29 degree, karmic degree, Capricorn, 8th house. Intense focus on transformation in finances and emotional partnership as well. All right, and then Uranus going to go direct on January 27th, 19 degrees, which is going to be in your 12th house. So there is some kind of progress in spiritual awakening, something to do with your subconscious matters, or dealing with hidden fears as well, or with addiction. February 5th, actually February 2nd, Pluto going to go to Aquarius, and February 5th, Mercury gonna conjunct Pluto, 0 degree Aquarius in your 9th house. So there is going to be a lot of focus on deep conversation about your beliefs, education, and travel. Then February 14th, Mars going to conjunct Pluto in 0 degrees. Mars and Pluto is ruling Scorpio, very, very deep psychological, transformative energy, like Phoenix is doing a rebirth over here in your 9th house, anything to do with your education, with your driving force. It is like driving transformative energy, some kind of experience which is leading to some kind of higher beliefs, and also higher education, long distance connection. It's possible as well, something to do with Mars and Pluto, especially in February 14th, you might going to have a lover and find a very intense sexual or loving relationship, who is either could be your second wife or husband, or it could come from abroad, or maybe the person going to have a different religion. February 17th, Venus gonna conjunct Pluto, 0 degree Aquarius, anything to do with deepening that sexual relationship, and it's going to become a love, perhaps, something to do with a very deep romance, romantic relationship, but also, you know, philosophically, something to do with your belief systems. You're going to have more love to offer to others because of actually you belong from a religion. And it could be very good for you if you are maybe applying for foreign citizenship, green card, anything to do with visa, because it is very, very powerful. Also, if you're going to start anything with Aquarius, so you want to become maybe a financial astrologer, you want to maybe do a YouTube channel, or anything to do with love astrology and sexual, you know, like sexual astrology, something with that partnership, it could be also very powerful. March 8th, Mercury going to conjunct Neptune, 27 degrees Pisces. Your 10th house is really active. You know, it could be some career matters coming to conclusion, signing a contract, especially if you are a photographer, if you are working in glamour businesses, so anything to do with what is that, maybe with lyrics writing, script writing, yeah, those kind of works and careers would work very well for you, and you can sign a contract. Anything to do with communication will be really amazing. March 17th, Sun conjunct Neptune. You know, that could be some kind of fogginess, but you're still going to focus on creative and spiritual pursuit in your career. So this is good. Be careful not to have unrealistic expectation. March 25th, you have a lunar eclipse in Libra, 5 degrees in your 5th house, anything to do with luck, romance, creative project, children, joy and pleasure. So, you know, the lunar eclipse is an ending. You might going to finish a romantic relationship. You might have a marriage and you had you were cheating on the side and you are just finishing that up right now. And then it could be also like, all right, you know what, maybe you're gonna have an empty nest because your kid is leaving the house, is going to somewhere and deciding on university. Yeah, it could be a lot. Like, for example, it could be like, all right, I'm giving up right now my agent, my manager, because of, you know, they don't serve my purpose no more. April 1st, Mercury retrograde in Aries, 27 degrees. All right, so, you know, it's going to happen in your 11th house, which is luck, long-term goals and dreams, and your social circle, that's your tribe and your friendship zone. Mercury retrograde over here could bring back an opportunity to re-enter a tribe, a social circle, or get back a friend as well. April 3rd, Venus going to conjunct Neptune, 28 degrees Pisces in your 10th house. Venus is actually love, and Neptune is higher octave of love. Venus is exalted in Pisces, 27 degrees is the exalted degree. However, 28 still conjunct with the exalted degree. So it is like Venus, Neptune in triple steroid over here for romance, for creative opportunities in your career sphere. Anything to do with, as I said, like if you want to be an actor, an actress, a photographer, you know, a singer, anything with that would be amazing. Selling arts. April 8th, we have a total solar eclipse at 19 degrees Aries in your 11th house. There is new beginning in your social life. You know, they want to actually support your new career, your new purpose. And, you know, in your long-term goals, actually, because it's a solar eclipse, it's a fated event, it's an unexpected karmic fated event out of your control, but it's turning out for positive. So your friendships, your social circle could be high enough to help you to get your VIP clients. April 20th, we're gonna have an amazing conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus in 21 degrees Taurus. It's going to happen in your 12th house. It haven't happened since the World War and the Great Depression in Taurus. So, you know, it's definitely a big change for all of us. And the change for you is going to be on a spiritual path and on a subconscious level. Anything to do and like a sudden insight. Perhaps you're going to be one of the person who going to actually download a lot of information, and it's going to be spiritual. You're gonna write a book, but you know, it's going to be like someone is dictating me who already died, something like that. Then April 25th, Mercury direct, and Mercury is your ruler, you know, your ruler going to retrograde 4 times, but it's going to be in fire signs. And actually Mercury direct in your areas in your 11th house. So it's going to clarify something with the social movement, with the group activity. May 2nd, Pluto gonna go retrograde, 2 degrees Aquarius in your 9th house. You know, you have to reassess your beliefs and your educational pursuit. Maybe you are taking a course or your major is not serving you and you want to actually change your major. May 13th, Sun conjunct Uranus at 23 degrees Taurus, so that is in your 12th house. There is an unexpected and sudden event happening with your hidden matters, with your psychological issues. It could be you are finding some kind of assets that you were hiding, and maybe you invested in crypto and you didn't find, or you didn't enter that app or whatever, and it's a significant change and raise over here. May 18, Venus conjunct Uranus at 23 degrees Taurus, 12th house, surprising. It's good. Uranus is good. Venus is love. But Venus also is finances and currencies as well. So in your 12th house, as I said, some kind of surprising development could come in your love life, and it could be also in finances what was hidden from you. Then May 25th, Jupiter enters Gemini. This is good for you guys. You are the golden child of the astrology this year. Jupiter enters your sign, your first house. It is a significant period of personal growth and expansion, opportunities to express yourself more freely. Jupiter is freedom. Growth, become abundant, become luxurious, comfort. You want to study, study, study. You're going to feel witty and smart and you know, everything like that. So it's going to be, you are the golden child, as I said. May 31st, Mercury conjunct Uranus, 24 degrees Taurus, in your 12th house. You know, there is some kind of surprising news or insight related to hidden subconscious matters coming to surface. It is also good to actually invest in cryptocurrency, or, you know, even to do anything with where Mercury, Uranus, 12th house. Yeah, cryptocurrency. Okay, June 2nd, Jupiter trine Pluto, and it's going to involve your first house because of Jupiter in Gemini. So it's going to empower you. It's going to transform you. And Pluto is very transformative, very deep, psychological. So you're going to want to look and do some kind of research about afterlife, and, you know, where are we heading, and where are we coming from kind of situation. You want to have a bigger picture about life. And then June 29th, we're going to have Saturn retrograde in Pisces. It's going to happen in your 10th house. You might going to actually have to reevaluate your career goals over here and your responsibilities, because of your public image might going to suffer a little bit, and you have to rebuild it again. You know, but anyway, because of Jupiter in your first house and in your sign could give you too much enthusiasm and a big head, you know, like, I know everything, I am beautiful, I'm smart, whatever. And, you know, it could actually put you on a high horse, and the louder you roar, the harder you fall. So be careful with that. Then, you know, really the focus is on the lunar eclipse in Libra in your 5th and the solar eclipse in your 11th house. So there is some kind of emotional culmination and turning point in your creative life, romantic relationship, and also with children. And in your 11th house, the solar eclipse, definitely new opportunities and the new beginning with your social network and with your community engagement. And because Jupiter Uranus is going to conjunct in your 12th house, it is a rare aspect, as I said before. It is a huge breakthrough. It's a huge phoenix effect with your psychological healing and you know, something with your self-sabotaging behavior or addiction. And when Jupiter going to ingress your first house, and it's going to affect either your sun, moon, and rising, something or anything that you have in Gemini, you know, this is going to happen May 25th, and it's there for you for a year. So definitely there is some kind of personal project, new opportunities gonna go on for you. So this year is going to be very good for you. And let's see, just a second. July. So July 2nd, Neptune retrograde at 29 degrees Pisces in your 10th house. So, you know, there is some kind of reflect on your career and public image and reassessing your aspiration and dreams for sure. July 9th, Jupiter going to sextile the North Node, and it's going to involve your first house, as I said, because Jupiter is in your first house already. So some kind of personal opportunity for growth and aligning with your life path, because North Node is your purpose. And Uranus retrograde at 26 degrees Taurus on July 18th, going to affect your 12th house. You know, there is going to be a lot of issue with subconscious patterns, like hidden fears and your spiritual journey. You know, like you have to reassess something and reevaluate some kind of self-sabotaging behavior. Then July 21st, Mercury conjunct Venus at 7 degrees Leo in your third house. harmonious communication in your immediate environment, because that's third house, you know, something with to do with your community, something to do with creative writing or speaking or studying something, anything with Venetian, study something, you know, like to become a beauty technician or making creams and selling that, because third house is selling. August 4th, Venus enters Virgo, focus on harmony and comfort in your home life. That's going to be really great. Renovate your home, redesign your home, that your domestic activity is going to be loving and more beautiful. August 5th, Mercury retrograde, all right? So this is a period over here which you have to put boundaries with your family members. August 9th, Juno enters Libra in your 5th house. You know, there is some kind of commitment, because Juno is commitment and balance in your creative project, romantic relationship, and with your children. So you might want to actually commit to your children's career, or you might want to commit every single week we're going to paint something, or, you know, like commitment, like I gonna write every weekend, some kind of situation like that. August 19th, Jupiter square Saturn. This is a tension between personal expression and career responsibilities. August 22nd, Sun going to enter Virgo in your fourth house. So you're going to have actually a fourth house stellium, because after Vesta going to enter Virgo on the 24th. So focus shift to family and home life and personal security will be very, very important, and dedicated on domestic matters. You know, like your domestic life going to become a Zen sanctuary for you. September 1st, it's going to be Sun conjunct Mars. It is a very assertive, powerful energy. You know, it's impulsive. Mars is impulsive. Mars is the inner warrior, the warrior within. It's going to increase your energy and your assertiveness in your fourth house. So you might going to have some kind of issue with family members. You're going to start a fight, or, you know, it's going to be more verbal conflict over there. Then September 9th, Pluto retrograde back into Capricorn. Last time when Pluto is dipping back to Capricorn, it's not going to show up anymore in our lifetime, not even in our next lifetime, most likely, if you reincarnate quickly. 8th house, anything to do with taboos, anything to do with sexuality, with your shared resources, with prenup, with will, with trust, with inheritance, with tax reform, pregnancy. So there is actually an opportunity to get pregnant in the last time, very transformative, maybe changes with your financial resources and in your intimate relationship. Then September 17th, we have a lunar eclipse. It's going to be hybrid because it's going to happen in Pisces. And it is going to be the first Pisces eclipse in 19 years. It's going to affect your 10th house lunar eclipse. You will have to let go of some kind of career or a public image right now. You know, you might going to have some kind of new, you know, like you don't want to be seen as you have been seen before, or yes, so that kind of situation here. Then September 19, Venus going to enter Scorpio. Venus doesn't like to be in Scorpio because it's in fall. So it's going to happen in your 6th house. You know, you have to be careful with eating a lot of sweet because it could increase your blood sugar. Also, you have to be careful with sexual transmitted diseases over here, and you have to focus on your health routine and service for others. You might become a little bit more obsessive. And October 2nd, we have a solar eclipse in Libra in 10 degrees in your 5th house. This is good. It's good for a new beginning in your romance and in your creative life, or with your children. You might going to actually get pregnant, or you might going to have some kind of amazing opportunity arise for your child. But it could be also like you get finally a romantic partner, or an agent, a manager. You might going to win the lottery. This could be an amazing winning over here. You know, solar eclipse is fated event, unexpected, fated, but you cannot control it. It's out of your control, but it's turning out positive. October 6th, Mercury retrograde at 9 degrees Sagittarius in your 7th house. That is anything to do with your partnership, with your agreements, and you know, there is going to reflect a positive period over here if you want to bring back a partnership. For example, if you want to reconnect with your ex-husband, ex-wife, or reconnect with your ex-business partner. All right, so then Saturn gonna go direct 16 degrees Pisces in your 10th house. So there is some kind of progress and stabilization because Saturn is stabilizing everything. It's making it long term, and anything to do with your career and public responsibilities. So there is no more damage in your public image. So this is good. Then November 19th, Pluto enter Aquarius in your 9th house. All right, it's gonna stay here for 22 years. So definitely a major change and a long-term transformation in your belief, in your higher education, long distance traveling. You might going to move abroad. You might going to learn different languages. You can be a diplomat, a culture attaché, a foreign diplomat, anything to do with foreign businesses, to get visa, citizenship, to start a YouTube channel, podcast, and a publishing company is possible. November 26th, Jupiter square Saturn at 17 degrees. It's going to involve Gemini and Pisces sign, your first and your 10th house. You have to balance out actually your career demands and your personal growth. It could be actually in tension and tension between. All right, so let's go to December. December 1st, Neptune is direct in Pisces in your 10th house. There is some kind of clarity and movement forward in your career and public image. You can get actually glamoured and honored. If you are an actor, you can go to red carpet, you can go in a public event where you have to wear some glamorous dress. You can get a Nobel Prize, for example, or nomination for something. December 6th, Mars going to go retrograde, and it's gonna happen in your 3rd house. It's gonna go retrograde in Leo, in fire sign. Later into going to go to Cancer in your 2nd house, but it's only gonna happen 2025, February 24th. So there first, it's going to start with your communication sector, with mental energy, right? That's your 3rd house, the way you process information. So you might be a little bit slower, or you might going to stop, or it's that kind of writing skills. You have to revisit, re-edit your book because you have to focus on it if you want to publish. Later on, when it's going to go back to your 2nd house, you have to reevaluate your self-worth and your finances. December 11th, Uranus is direct in your 12th house. There is definitely progress in your spiritual or subconscious matter. December 15, Mercury direct in your 6th house in Sagittarius, in your 7th house. Anything to do with clarity, is something amazing resolution in partnership. December 21st, Sun enters Capricorn, 8th house. This is good. It is good to focus on your will, your trust, your intimacy. Focus on your shared resources, your tax refund, anything to do with money on stock market. December 24th, that is Christmas Eve, Jupiter square Saturn. That's going to involve Gemini and Pisces, 10th house and 1st house again. So this is, if you can see, it's an ongoing challenge between your personal desire and your professional duties. So it could be overwhelming and tiring, and December 29th, Chiron gonna go direct 19 degrees Aries in your 11th house. It is healing. It's a progress in your social connection, healing within your community. So this is great. And then December 30, we have a new moon right before New Year Eve. In your 8th house, it is definitely psychological understanding, setting your intention related to shared finances, emotional bonds, anything to do with taboos and researches, hiring private detector, getting to be abundant. 8th house is a real abundance over here. All right, Geminis, if you loved my video, please subscribe, like, and share, and comment below. This is the only way the algorithm going to actually recognize me, and I can be inspired to make more videos for you. As you can see, my videos are really detailed and helping you to navigate through the storm, if it's a storm ahead. I really appreciate you to being here. Happy New Year. I wish you the best of everything in 2024. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing. Bye for now.